Hello everyone, welcome back to more of Va-11. Where last left off, we talked. We had a new doggo friend, you know. We also talked to Betty and Deal, and now we are done with our break. And hopefully, no dogs in sight. Hopefully, more customers will come in. They'll buy a lot of drinks because we need to make some fucking money, very, very quickly. And Jill, you better not ask for anything. No dogs in sight. All right, jukebox, stand the same as always. Okay, then back to work. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. Hey! Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, shit. Oh, no. That's level ellipses. That normally doesn't bode well for anything, okay? Oh, shit. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Shit! 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 I like classy drinks, but what she really likes... Fuck! God damn... No! Shit, this is Metal Gear. This is the Metal Gear thing. Shit, fuck. Dorothy was Piano Woman. Dorothy was shit. This sweet. No! God, no! Knight, why didn't you tell me about this one? I only know Dorothy. It's been so long. I don't know. All right, hang on. I'll be back. With the magic of editing, I will go back and check my earlier videos to see what she likes. Peace. And through the magic of it is a brand. Ooh. Yeah, she likes brandinis and big brandinis. It didn't take much to her going back. I just went to the first episode that she appeared, then just did it. Oh, age and mix, and this is good. It's a big order. This is quite good. There you go. Hey. And this, it's on me. Drink. Ah, no, Jill, no. You cannot afford this. No. God damn it, Jill! It's on me, drinks. So you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? Heh. So how is it? A brandini, so you do pay attention to what I ask for. You have quite the fixation with brandinis. To be honest, they suit you. I want to hear a silly story? Always. I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. Well, okay, that's... Alright. You don't see... It's not a thing you hear from most fathers. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. The highlight was him ordering a brandini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh... Ever since that day, he's called me Brandini Girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly, my grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boo? Oh, okay, that's weird. Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shits the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so remember my sister, Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary, I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story, though. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Okay, well, that's different. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that she never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect to happen? I mean, maybe she doesn't have any willpower. Maybe she was just so used to having shit done for her that she doesn't know how to function or, you know, survive on her own. I don't know, maybe tough love, or maybe she needs to, I don't know. In intervention, people normally, they say you have to hit rock bottom before you can actually improve. You have to yourself realize what is wrong with you, and if you want to actually have a long-lasting improvement, you know. I mean, if Alma or, like, her family just, like, forced her to get a job or just kept up on her ass, I mean, they can't just do that forever. The second they stop, she's gonna go back to her old ways unless she learns or finds that inner strength herself, you know. There has to be something, or some breaking point that happens in her life that would cause it to happen. We had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights, and then left. Well, you reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. Though she's broken, can't even get enough for a bus. And even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money, it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parent. Yep, the other thing is the kids. That you see, I don't know, maybe some people say it may be a bit mean, but she also has children. And then, you know, that's just another thing. That makes me a bit less, you know, merciful or sympathetic. You do all this shit while you have children. I mean, if you're single, it's pretty bad, but, I mean, you also have children, and you're doing all this shit. I mean, what's gonna happen to them in the future? Like, I'm pretty sure this is good for their development. She left her kids with my parents, and being such sweet angels, they made a mess out of the whole place. Yep. Having shit, yep. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. Doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asked how her kids are. Of course, after all the build-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I started scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." You know, Alma may not have any kids, but, I mean, here's the thing, when people say that, you know, a lot of us aren't always in a very tough situation, but, I mean, everyone pretty much has a good semblance or idea of what's right from wrong, so it's like, you don't have kids, you're not in this situation. Yes, you are correct, but I'm pretty sure all of us do know this is not good. You should not be just going around fucking a bunch of dudes, you know, bringing your abusive husband back into your life, not having any sort of life goals or work ethic, or having any responsibilities, or being able to take care of the responsibilities in your life, i.e. your fucking kids. You know, how are they going to turn? They're going to end up worse than you at this rate. How many people, you know, have parents that were like complete shit, or have loads of issues, or come from broken homes and just have a slew of issues, and then they just end up, you know, completely put together and a functioning member of society, or how they, you know, later in life when they're like in their 20s or 30s, they realize, holy shit, like there's something wrong with me. My upbringing caused so many issues in my life that I have to that I either never deal with, or have to put great, you know, force and dedication or hard work into being able to overcome issues that I had the misfortune of being born with in the first place. Also, all that is true, you know? Maybe she was just lashing out, but hopefully she accepts it. Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hits on me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. Oh, shit. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Yep. Let it all out, Alma. Let it all out. I'm pretty sure all of us know a person who knows someone like this, because I have people like this in my family. Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I can help, you just did. Eh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell, though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom your daughter is a slut. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Now all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender's my dad, actually. Kidding, kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery and genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was— What the fuck? I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hits, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Okay. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh no! Alma, you're unintentionally about to cut deep right into Jill's soul. What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, to an extent that is correct. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months. Yeah, that's right, I remember that. Yeah. No offense, but those are the kinds of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey! Am I lying? No, but there are things best kept as unspoken truths. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will, you know, when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Get me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright, something cold and with alcohol. Come on, mouse. Don't fuck with me right now. There. No, mouse. Mouse. There we go. Holy shit. Okay, with alcohol. Okay, let's give her something sweet. What is bubbly? What is wait, no, sweet. Isn't there something called like Dreamweaver, Fluffy Dream? Optional. It's aged. Okay. Let's sweet. Sparkle Star. Aged. No. Blue Fairy. Yeah. God damn it. Sunshine on the rocks and blended and with alcohol. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's just go the whole 9 yards of this shit. On the rocks and blended. Tastes like old chocolate milk with its good smell intact. Some say it tastes like caramel too. Okay. There you go. Here you go. Thanks, I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on, you heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is gonna be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can never have too much. Listen. You can never have too much food at a mega Christmas party. Is all I'm saying. Okay. What if you run out of chicken? Okay. What if Dana eats all the chicken wings because it's the best part of the chicken? Who knows? You can always use spares. You know. You can bring it any good leftovers you can give to the less fortunate because it's mega Christmas. It's a time of being generous and giving. All right. All right, Dana. I mean, all right, Alma. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most. Really, I like the breast. Alma and I are resonating right now. The breast is the best part. Okay, I really like the white meats. You know, I feel like it has to. It's breasts then legs, then wings. Listen, thighs. Fuck thighs. Thighs are ass. Okay, I never enjoy. Of course, I'll eat the thighs if they're given to me or if that's the only option. But I prefer that the least, you know. You know, it's breast, legs, wings, and thighs, you know. Those in order. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs, and a lot less messy. You don't gotta use your fingers. It's easier to just pick apart with like a fork and a knife. It's easier to eat. There's less just a bunch of like fat and shit that's on, on the leg than on the breast. Breasts are just better all around. You silly girls. Boss, you're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best part are the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. You know spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a... Oh, she's carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings. Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken... Yeah, right, Jill. Yeah. Dana, don't question Dana's perfection, and don't question her unending wisdom, okay? Well, because, thought as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great, I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the buckets. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Yes, mild spice. Okay. Yes, mild chicken wings or spiced chicken wings are always the best. Okay. Mild. Listen, you either have to go mild or you go insanely hot. Okay. Because mild is always the tastiest. Okay. You get into like medium to high spice. Sure, it's spicier, but it tastes like shit. Okay. Then if you get into, the super spicy, like this will burn your inside or immolate your insides, the little spice. That's to show off and show how tough you are, okay? But anything in the middle is just bad. That's why if you go to the store, you get mild or you get super hot, okay? You get medium, or hot salsa, it tastes like ass, and then no one wants it, okay? Weird, maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff. I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Oh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buffed? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well-dressed. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscles always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. Okay. I see. So can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay. See if something to help her get over the spices of the wings. Sweet? Bubbly? How does that... Well, clearly sour and spice. I don't think bitter, Oh, it's burning. No. Wait. Sweet promo. Classy, happy, moonblast. Sweet, girly, happy. Soft? Will this work? Oh, fuck it, why not? I'm not gonna spend too much time with this. Okay, all aged and mixed. Okay. Here. Phew, it helped. Thanks. I don't know if I did that correctly. Okay. I don't know what can help. What helps alleviate spice. Okay. There's no alcoholic. Milk. That's an option here. So. All right. So next question. What kind of girl do you like? Look at that face she's making. She knows. You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, like redheads and such. What about whites, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got it here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls, too, and start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, a good apartment. I would never let you go. Heh. Okay, then enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you were feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that's... I told you not to think too much about it. I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times now. I want to help you. Come on, come here. Eh? I told you to sit here. Come on. What? Eh, what? Oh, shit! This is not something I expected. What are you? Alright, then now I'm the bartender and you're the clients. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay, then I move this here. What the fuck? Okay, then I move this. I click here, and now it works for you, for me, and that dog in the Hawaiian shirts. Why would? Okay, that shocked the fuck out of me. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Yeah, damn right. Right. Now, how did you even manage to? Oh yeah, hacker. Right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. It's because, was that a bit of meta-humor because almost the hacker, she sort of did game finagling or fuckery in order to act make it so she's the bartender and Jill's on the other side? You know, it's like, hey, Jill's on the customer. That normally would never happen. It's not programmed for that to happen unless, you know, almost hacking skills are put into play. And something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. Okay. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about a half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho! We started going out, I met all of her family, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the clients. There is no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sorry, Sugar Rush then, you can't mess that up. Right. Let's try Sugar Rush. Now, how did this thing work again? Alright. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen, Jill, you're good. Wait, fuck! Does money come out of Jill's pocket if I do this? Shit. I was ready, okay. Okay, alright. All mixed, alright. 4, 2. Alright, serve, here. Thanks. How is it? Like... Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. Yeah, she is. People don't go for bars for cuteness, though. You're obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. Yeah, so keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session. Investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I only had gone through the motions, day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I'd enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. but I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40, yeah, midlife crisis, that, you know, what you've done your whole life was essentially... You essentially live life going through the motions. You did what was maybe practical, or what was sort of laid before you, or what was expected for your life, or the expected path for your life to go on. You never feel like you really lived your own life, or that your life wasn't really yours to live. And then you're 40, and like you're, hey, I'm about halfway done with this whole thing, and we're supposed to be my prime years are just spent, or you feel like they were squandered, and then you sort of lose your mind, trying to come to peace with that, and that's why people have midlife crises. People even having quarter-life crises right now, okay? I feel like I'm sort of beginning to go through this. I'm feeling the rumblings of it, but, you know, this is a thing that happens a lot. I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things evolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, and I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. If it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? Okay, your thoughts are going into my head. Because I originally thought, Lenore, why are you being so jealous? Because, you know... I don't think it's just like, Jill had an opportunity, she then turned it down. Like, this was sort of Jill's life that happened. She got something and she turned it down, and she had her reasons, you know? Maybe it's just... I don't see why you're so jealous, I guess, because never had an opportunity like that, okay, but Jill did. That's just in life. Some people are more fortunate, some people get luckier, some people, maybe Jill was just better in that aspect than you. Maybe, I don't know. For me, it's like, if you get passed up on something, maybe look at the factors and not get mad at, you know, someone else, okay? And then I realized maybe that jealousy, that what I consider was irrational behavior on Lenore's part, was born out of, you know, on how long she had the localized nanomachine rejection. Maybe she thought, oh, to me that's like a once-in-a-lifetime, you know, opportunity for me that I would, like, kill or love to have, or that would be life-defining for me. It'd be like a high point in my life. But Jill just turns it down, and, you know, I have localized nanomachine rejection. I, for whatever reason, never told anyone. Maybe it could have gotten fixed, you know, like how a lot of people, mine especially, don't talk about the health issues that they have or ignore going to the doctor, and then it ends up killing them, or being the cause that they die untimely and leave their people behind, and leave people they love behind. Maybe it's just, oh, I feel like my time might be up pretty soon, and, you know, this would have been such a huge thing for me. It's Jill just turns it down. Maybe she felt angry about that, you know? Like, I don't know, maybe if you had 5 years left to live, and you really wanted to go to, like, climb Mount Everest, you know, but you had a friend who you knew was physically capable of doing it, except he just turns it down because, like, it'd be kind of too hard, you know, and you're like, what the fuck, what the hell is wrong with you, you know? Climbing to Everest it was expensive, and you actually could do it. I can't do it. I don't have that chance in my life. I can sort of see why you would be perturbed, but still, it is a bit irrational. It's a bit understandable, but it's still, you know, irrational. And, you know, and I just don't see it as the smart thing to do, or smart belief or idea to ascribe to. And then again, not telling, you know. What happened is, could the localized nanomachine rejection have... Could she have been alive if she just was more open or forward about it today? Or did she just not want to tell people that she was dying because she didn't want to worry or, you know, cause issues with people? Or, like, make people worry or, like, cause that sort of anguish or pain onto people? Because my grandparents, because like I don't know, I've said this in my old channel before, but my dad died and got cancer. I think it's almost gonna be 3 years, in like March. Yeah, it's been like 2 and some years. Yeah, 2 and so years, since that happened. But one of the things was that he originally had a high chance of survival, is what they told me in my family. But really, my dad and my grandparents knew that he had stage 4 lung cancer, and he was fucked. He was a dead man. Okay? But what sort of was kind of fucked up and painful was that, you know, I went along thinking, everyone else went along, everyone else in my family, me and my family thought about, okay, there's a high chance he's probably going to be fine. This is a bit concerning. I lost some sleep, but I didn't lose too many because, you know, I'd hoped that the odds were in his favor. Really, he was fucked. He was a dead man, and my dad, my grandmother, and my grandfather, they all knew it. They hid it, and they sort of internalized and kept it all to themselves because I thought, oh, how do we just outright say this, okay? But he was put on some sort of like experimental medicine or treatment program, which was actually working, so he was actually going to live and be fine, make a full recovery in like a few years. So the thing was, it's like, holy shit, they lied and said, or they sort of kept under wraps that they said, oh, he has a high chance of survival, he's gonna be fine. It's like, okay, holy shit, he actually is not gonna die, he's going to be fine. This is great. But it stopped working because experimental treatment that was working, only, like, the cancer adapted and then spread to his lung, spine, and brain, and then he was just ultra fucked. And then, right when I learned that it spread to his lung, spine, and brain, was I learned, okay, he's actually a fucking dead man, and they've been lying to me. And then it's like, holy shit, now the 4 of us know that my dad is a dead man. How do I explain how do I tell anyone this? Like, my mother and my stepfather would be like, hey, how's your dad doing? How are things? Like, oh man, it's good, you know? It's good, yeah, he's doing good. It's like, holy fuck, he's gonna die. How do I tell anyone this? How do I tell anyone this? And I went insane, over the course of like a year and a half, then he actually died. And then it's just like, I opened up about this to like my friend Knight, and like other people, they said like, oh, don't you ever feel betrayed that they didn't tell you, or that they tried to hide it from you? It's like, no. It's like, they're in a situation like this that's very tough. Like, coming to grips with your own mortality, or the fact that you may die, that's a very hard thing. I mean, and if you're in that position, it takes a lot of balls or grit or will in order to just be outward or forward with that. So it's hard to fault or blame people or feel betrayed that they didn't have the strength to do that, you know? You're going through a lot of shits. So, I sort of, again, still, Lenore, it's still not the correct thing to do, but, I mean, it's, put yourself in her shoes, or have some empathy, put yourself in, you know, Lenore's shoes. I mean, it's kind of hard to do that, but still, you just need to sort of nut up, or, you know, nut up and then just still do it, despite how uncomfortable it is, because, you know, what's the other option? Them just being blindsided, not being able to maybe make peace or deal with it, or maybe enjoy the time that you had with them, knowing that your time is limited before you're actually gone. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling or going on a bit too much, but you just be forward and out with it, despite how painful it is. It'll be worth it in the long run with pretty much everything in life. I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. To make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but also, back to the Gabby and Jill, back to this. Jill, again, I mean, when it ends with a fight like that, it is hard to just, like, sort of try to mend or, like, get closure on that, but it was still on Jill or her responsibility. If she wanted to, like, you know, have closure, I mean, it's her life, so if she wanted to make sure that there's actual closure and that she wouldn't be in the situation she is in now, where she feels as shitty as she is, then she should have, at one point, she had years to actually at least try to talk to Lenore and just sort of iron things out, or at least close them, because you're like, hey, now here's the reason why I did the things that I did. We probably won't get back together, but I guess we're just gonna go our own separate ways in life. I don't hate you, hopefully you don't hate me, this is just how things went down. It's sort of sad things went down that way, but that's how it is. Hopefully you find happiness in your life, or something like that. But she didn't. And also, Gabby hating Jill, I'm pretty sure she's gonna hate Jill probably forever. And I feel like that's fine, you know, because, I mean, we all, I don't know. Hopefully, we have all had the luxury or pleasure of having friends, or at least knowing that When you're friends with someone, and someone hurts your friend or someone that you love or you're close to, you instinctively already by default just sort of don't like them, you know? So when Gabby finds out that Lenore was was broken or really hurt by Jill just not taking the opportunity and then just sort of leaving and abandoning her, then I feel like, yeah, Gabby is sort of right, or it makes sense that she would hate Jill and sort of lash out or put all this on Jill, you know? So I feel like Gabby I feel like that bridge has probably just been burned, or is close to being irreparably damaged and can't ever be mended, but I feel like that's just how the cookie crumbled. That's just how the cookie crumbled, you know, and that's just what I think it's gonna be, and that sucks, but, you know, in life, we all make choices, and all choices have consequences, and that sometimes revolves in people just not liking you forever, or people just not liking you, you know? You can't be friends with everyone, you know? That makes sense, and also lashing at Gabby, yeah. She's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost this sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shits. A selfish piece of shits. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. A big beer. Big beer. Big beer. What makes the beer big in this thing? Beer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All mixed. Beer. There you go. Big beer. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartments. Do you drink lots of beer? What are the perks of BTC issue liver implant? Oh, what? Okay. So you have a bartender, you gotta get a liver implant too? Is that I can drink lots of beer without getting wasted. Ooh. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. I can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions if she saw me by myself. She would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh. Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remember the night we spent in the club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions, and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. Said if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah, see, you're letting it out. You're letting it out. You're letting it out. It's just, I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not the one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. It hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involving something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid having that. I want to avoid that at any cost. And if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. If I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, things, life lessons that unfortunately pretty much everyone on the planet learns after it's too late one time, yeah. It's like, yeah, life can be a cruel bitch that way, is that, hey, you know, Jill learned something and grew, but only after something horrible happening that she can't ever, like, take back or make amends for, you know? So, yeah. A sacrifice must be made in order for her to mature, as with most people, you know? Humans are funny in that way, that despite knowing what everyone should do and what's right and what's right and what's wrong and what, you know, is the correct course of action, we never really act on it until it's too late and until something horrible happens, and we then learn the hard way, the error of our ways, you know? I hate feeling like this. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. They're your parents, man. Yeah, don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometimes. They'll appreciate it, yeah. It also depends. How you know, your parents. Sometimes, I mean, they're parents, you know, so, you know, hopefully, you know, they're there to listen or help you, you know, or at least hear you out with the problems that you're having, you know. But hopefully they aren't ones to share all the intimate details, you know. That's why I'm a bit reluctant to tell my mother many things about me and my life, because, like, I say a thing. Everyone and their mother and her coworkers and family members will know it in very good detail. I just prefer that not be the case. See you on Sunday. Take care. Not all my girls sure is nice. Boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expressions changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Yeah. Anyway, let's call it a day. Yeah, she's out of. I feel like she's out of the phase of self-loathing and just being, you know, sad, and more the phase of I sort of talked through it, and now this is just a horrid thing that happens, and, you know, it's sad and will probably weigh on my conscience for probably forever, but, you know, it's over and done with, and maybe moving on is the best choice, you know. She's in the phases of that, you know. Let's go all day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat the regulars? Call the manager, mumble. Boss. No! Cherish Chitty Hacker. She's a good friend. Ah, follows the response. Okay, take base payment. Okay. Ah, shit. Jill's distracted. Oh, we're in the dark. Let's pay the bill. Even I did. Those fuckers are on vacation anyway. Shit. Okay. So, we don't have the money. She'll be distracted. Let's see how that is. Or see how that works. Hold to unlock. And we got things. Dangerous. Actually, we're in a long-ass episode. I'll probably, yeah. I feel like we did a whole thing today. We had a whole sort of character arc. I don't want to spend like 15 minutes talking or going through all this. So I'll end it right now, and then tomorrow I'll do this stuff, then I'll go to work. Instead of just, next episode, I just go to work. See you, look at the, she's in the dark. Peace.